Bushcraft family here today, and today we're gonna do a different type of video here today. I throw out tips and how to start and how to be a beginner prepper and all that stuff, but this one's gonna be different. It's a little bit different because this is 10 reasons why preppers fail, and this is my own opinion of excuses and things that I've heard over the years of people, why they don't prep or why they stop prepping. And some of them are kind of mixed in different categories, but um, I spread it out a little bit, I guess. Now I'm going from 10 being not as bad to the number one reason why preppers fail in that order. So we're going to start at number 10, perfection. You get preppers that um, don't do stuff because they want to have a perfect room, or I don't want to store water because I want to wait and get a 250-gallon drum of water or a tank, and then I'll fill it up. And then I'll have all the water I need. Um, I don't want to start prepping until I build me a bunker or stuff like that. And unfortunately, something may happen, and yeah, then they're not prepared. Um, but you can always you can always do this stuff. Say you're wanting to build a bunker. Okay, start building a bunker, and then put some time and effort to store some water, some food, some sort of solar, um, things like that. Build your own water filtration, stuff like that, and continue building your bunker, or whatever stuff like that. Um, I've seen a lot of that lately too. Let's go to number 9. Responsibility. Yep, one of the things you get. Oh, if it floods, the government will save us. They'll provide us with food and shelter and stuff. Um, One good way to put that is, remember Katrina? Um, how bad? How long did the government take to get save a lot of people, or not save those people that it was just too late? Um, you should not rely on anybody but yourself. Um, I live in a small town. Nothing ever bad happens. That's not being responsible. Um, Bad stuff happens to good people all the time, or bad people for that matter, but for this, good people. Um, the only one you have to have responsibility to prepare for your family. Um, be it the wife of the family, the father of the family. Somebody has to have that responsibility to make sure your family is going to be safe in case of something bad happening. And I'm not saying that um, Russia comes and invades or something like that. It can just be something, is a flood, um, a power outage. It could be numbers of things. You just want to always have be responsible enough to prepare for those things. Um, Wintertime, there's power goes out. How are you going to keep your family warm and stuff like that? That that's just being prepared. That doesn't mean you have um, your. Let me put this away. Being a prepper does not mean you're prepping for the end of world or the end of days or whatever, all that kind of stuff. It could be prepping for a tornado, a thunderstorm, a hurricane, all kinds of stuff. You want to be prepared for those things. That's a prepper. Um, a lot of time, I there are some good stuff about the Doomsday Prepper. That show hurt preppers so bad. There's a lot of good stuff you learned from those, but also it hurt the community so bad, um, because everybody looks bad on those preppers, because there are some odd bunches there. Okay, number 8, disbelief. Um, that'll never happen to me. We live on a hill. There's no tornadoes that will happen on our hill, or disbelief. That is, well, one good saying that I've always loved, by J.B. Jones. Those who prepare only have to be right once. Those who are not prepared have to be right their entire life. Yep. Just stop and think about that. I love that saying though. I need to put it on a t-shirt. Behavior. That's number 7. Behavior. Um, I don't know. It's more like the attitude of somebody. It could be too positive or too negative, I guess. I will never eat 50 pounds of rice, so I don't need to save that much. Um, my water supply will never run out, so there's no need to build to to make a filtration system, something like that. It's behavior can be a prepper's worst tool, I guess you would say. Um, there's a thing of being too positive, which you would think is a bad would never be a bad thing, but it can be. Um, that's something to think about. Number 6, um, prepping is too mentally exhausting. Um, I'm I'm too overwhelmed for my day to worry about prepping. I just got too much stuff I'm dealing with. I can't handle prepping. And the thing is, with prepping, you can start in little baby steps. Do little jobs at a time. Every time you go to the store, buy 5 more boxes of macaroni. Stick them in a box somewhere. Stuff like that. And when you get done with the kids' juice gallon jug, clean it out real good and fill it up with water. Mark the date on it. Stick it in the basement. Stuff like that. That's preparing. That's not bad. Um, try not to get overwhelmed with stuff like that. Let's go to what do we got. Number 5. Um, time. Not enough time in a day. Um, that's a big excuse for preppers why they fail. Um, they I don't have enough time to do prepping. I don't have enough time to build shelves to put my food on. Um, I don't have enough time to learn how to do this, or you know the time thing. Um, and just like the number 6, take baby steps. Don't don't try to go and do all of it in a week or something like that. Take baby steps. Do little by little, stuff like that. If you get too overwhelmed, take a break, but continue getting that extra food you need. Next time you go to the store, buy a bag of rice. Store it, stuff like that. Number 4. Well, this could be number 1 too, because I've heard this a lot. Um, which I think number 4 is a bit high. It should, or a bit low. It should be up there a little bit more. No money. Um, yes, that's a good excuse on, I guess, if you don't have the money. But there are things you can do. Do you really need cable with 300 channels when you only watch maybe 5 or 10? Or if you have cable and you find yourself on YouTube all the time watching videos and stuff, why do you need cable? Um, if you go out and get a Roku or a Fire Stick or Google Play or whatever it is, um, there are free things on those where you can watch TV. There's tons of movies, all kinds of shows and stuff, and you can watch HBO or not HBO, um, YouTube from it. Um, Tons of stuff, and that's you could save money that way, and just build your preps and stuff slowly. I'm disabled, so I don't get a whole lot of money from my disability. So I know how it is not having the money. So I get little stuff by at a time. And anytime I can cut a bill down, just like I was watching a stream from TJ Preps. She says, call your local company is up for like your insurance and tell them you need a cheaper rate or something like that. You need to knock off something or and lower the bill. Same thing with your phone, your cell phone, which I need to do again and see if I can get a better deal. Um, that's a way you can start saving money like that. Number 3, no space. Um, I've heard a lot of times people that live in the cities that are in small apartment studios saying they don't have the space to stockpile a bunch of food or water and stuff like that. I get it. It's challenging sometimes, but you can always find a spot to stick something. Um, Say under your bed, um, under the couch. There's a lot of space under that couch that is not used. Um, in closets way high where there's just nothing up there. You can build shelves higher up. You can store stuff there. Um, there's always a spot where you can stick some food and some water and stuff like that. Um, so that cannot be an excuse. Well, it can be, but you can deal with it. It's better to have, oh, I don't have the space, and then your apartment or something happens, and then you need food or something like that. I mean, a bug out bag, what is can be that big. I don't know if you can see, about as big as my screen, but you can put a lot of stuff in that thing to be able to get you by. Okay, number 2, knowledge. I just don't know how to prep. I don't know how to do this. I don't know what foods to store and stuff like that. I don't know how long to keep my water in my basement in a jug. Um, that's why we're here on YouTube. Um, I have plenty of videos on ideas and stuff like that, and there's tons of other preppers out there that have a lot of knowledge that they offer in their videos and stuff. There's there's some blogs, um, stuff like that. Um, Facebook groups. There's tons of ways to learn, and that's the best part. Learning is one of the best tools that you can have as a prepper knowledge. Uh, Number 1, motivation. Yes, That is one of the preppers. One of the big reasons preppers fail is because they're going good for a few months and then they lose interest and motivation and then slowly dies off and then pretty soon they're not prepping anymore, and that's probably the number one reason, if not the money one, I would say, is why people why preppers fail, and that's motivation. Um, One good way is if you're a family and you have kids and stuff, get them involved. Um, have them do little jobs. Make it a game. Make it interesting. Make it an activity that the whole family can do. When you go to the grocery store, tell little Tommy over here to go and find something that he thinks would be good to for food to store, or something like that. And when you're at home, if you're living in the country or something, show them how to garden, stuff like that, and how to store the food once you harvest it and stuff like that. Make it a fun activity. But yep, guys, that's my 10 reasons why preppers fail. And this is not typically my normal video, but I figured, yeah, I thought it was actually a good thing because I noticed some things I was watching on a channel the other day, and somebody was giving those some excuses, and I'm like, hmm, a good idea for a video. But yep, oh yep, about forgot. It's time for that video shout out for my two YouTubers. Okay, first one is Lorrie's World. Uh, Great channel, great stuff about learning about gardening and stuff like that. And for those who like art and stuff, she does a lot of art projects. Uh, a lot of interesting stuff that she does. Make sure you go check her out. She knows a bunch about gardening, so that's something you might want to check out. Um, and Walsh Farms, another good gardener. Um, I guess that's kind of the theme on this shout out video today. But yeah, both of those channels will be down in my description below, so please go check them out. Um, and yeah, that's it for today. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like, share, comment. If you're not subscribed, please do so now. Yeah, hit the bell, all that good stuff. And like always, guys, um, see you in the next video. God bless.